being optimistic will most likely bring you out of a lot of situations, but it will also allow you to become a lot more enlightened to do a lot more things, right? Optimistic, as from what I know, what I've heard, or what I've pretty sure I've looked it up before. I'm pretty sure it means to be positive, right? Pretty sure. Now, I want you guys to be optimistic. I want you guys to be positive. It's really the title of this video is focus on the positive. Um, Now, in certain situations, you do want to be smart about certain situations. Like I know if somebody don't like you or whatever, yeah, you want to see the good in people, but you same time you still want to keep your distance, or you know what I'm saying, be smart about it, of course, right? Because you never know what people's intentions are. But as far as like a certain until you make a certain change in your life, like say you guys are working a job or something that you dislike for whatever reason, it's best to just kind of, as long as you're working or while you're working, or you're better off just focusing on the good things about it. I don't, even if it's like you get a little 15-minute break, I don't know, try to just see some good in it, because while you're working there, the last thing you want is, because mind you, we're not promised a reminder, we're not promised to see tomorrow, so we're better off enjoying every little second, even if it means finding some type of enjoyment in whatever we're doing, right? That's why you think of a lot of people that lose everything, right? That's why it's also important not to really focus on having a lot, but having a lot of experience and having a lot of faith and stuff, because the emotions of, you know, not really pertaining to like a water bottle or trying to hold on to materials. I mean, you can have them, you can, like, of course, you know, buy things and stuff, but I think it's far more important to focus on, like, put your mentality to, you know, building things and looking at things from different viewpoints and different angles, because that will get you those materials, that will obtain it. And that's what I'm saying when I say focus on the positive, because there's a lot of things that typically you don't probably like to do, but you focusing on why you're doing it is going to, like, you guys might be doing it to pay bills, keep a roof over your head, or whatever the case is. And you, as you move towards a different career choice, you just start, while you're still working in that location, you're just kind of looking at, and this doesn't just apply for work life. This comes down to your everyday things that you do, your everyday habits, getting up out of bed, you know, starting your daily tasks, completing your tasks, your errands, or whatever it is that it might be. If it's like they say, a lot of every nobody, how much people would rather prefer a sunny day over a rainy day? A lot of people, right? I would rather prefer a nice. It's windy right now outside. I'd rather prefer a nice sunny day, but I still have to look at positive and say, well, it's, you know, without the rain, the flowers are gonna grow. No flowers, no bees. No bees, no honey. I like sweet stuff. You see how like something that can be considered a wet and rainy situation ends up being, you know, for the flowers and stuff. So sometimes I like to train in the rain, or I still train in the rain even if it's raining, but that's not my point. That's not my point I'm making. My point I'm making is the reason why I'm comfortable, or I've put myself in a space to be comfortable training rain, because I've looked at the whole situation. Like, without rain, there's what. So you got to look at things in a positive light. Otherwise, for an example, if, let's say, I'm just using my personal situation, right? Let's say I'm training and it rains, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to train, and then it just rains all week, then I just don't get no training in. So now is pretty much prevented, and that's like working somewhere. I've done it. Like, you work somewhere that you don't really feel no more, you're not feeling the vibe or whatever, and you, instead of, you look at, if you think of it negative, you're gonna act negative, and then you're gonna the results that you get back from it are gonna be negative, right? But if you think positive, most cases are positive, you're gonna have a more positive turnout, right? You're gonna think positive, you're gonna speak positive, you're gonna act positive, no matter, even if you just dislike it, you're gonna move positive, because it's gonna have a better outcome. As I said, be smart about it. Depending on the situation, of course, don't put your guard on if somebody don't like you and you're trying to see the good in them and all of that stuff. Be smart about it. Be smart about how you do it. Don't overly excessively be, you know, positive, joyful, or act like there's no bad in the world. Of course there is, but when you maneuver, try your best to lead with a positive example. even when it comes down to avoiding violence and avoiding situations, thinking positive. Like, look, I might not be on this type of timing, but I'm still believing that we can at least have peace in the situations, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. I just want you guys to focus on the positive, focus on the good things about things, and just try your best to leave it that in your everyday life. I don't know what you guys do in your everyday life, but try your best to leave it that. And in most cases, I'm gonna say like this 70 to 90%. Good, I say 70 to 90% easy. You'll have a better outcome. Even when it comes on to situations, everybody's seen where a crowd will get rowdy and there'll be that one person to just try their best to keep the peace. They're probably the only person that's actually preventing that crowd from going crazy, like really crazy. So it's like, if you might not stop negative things from happening, but it definitely does bring the chances down, right? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. Really appreciate you guys' time. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, focus on the positive. See y'all soon.